Aside from playing through well-written stories and addictive gameplay that involves sneaking around your enemies, one of the best aspects of the Assassin's Creed series is being able to immerse yourself into a unique setting at a special time in history. There's no doubt that it'll be fun to explore the sprawling city of 861 AD Baghdad in the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is slated to be released on October the 12th of 2023. Not only was this city one of sheer opulence and beauty, but it was also one of the epicenters of knowledge in the world at the time. While this will be our first time exploring this region and time in the series, there are many other eras throughout history that would also make for great Assassin's Creed games. Today on Amateur Archaeology, we're going to be doing a very special video on the top 10 eras that we think should be considered for the next Assassin's Creed game, after Mirage. Number 10. The Inca Empire. An Assassin's Creed game set in Peru during the Spanish conquest of the Inca Empire would be an amazing opportunity to explore the breathtaking landscapes of the Andes Mountains, lush rainforests, and ancient cities like Cusco and Machu Picchu. Finding yourself caught in the crossfire between the Spanish conquistadors and the Inca resistance, you could be forced to navigate the complexities of the conflict, attempting to thwart the Templars' influence amidst the chaos while interacting with historical figures like Conquistador Francisco Pizarro and the last emperor of the Inca, Atahualpa. Throughout the game, players could uncover the hidden secrets of the Inca Empire in the game's open-world environment. This could be a great opportunity to experience the gorgeous, diverse regions of Peru, allowing AC fans to traverse through dense jungles, scale towering mountains, and explore hidden temples and ancient pre-Inca ruins. The search for the legendary fabled City of Gold, referred to by the Spanish as El Dorado, could also play a key part of the story and will most likely, in true Assassin's Creed fashion, be a city of Isu origin. Number 9. Ancient India. The Maurya Empire. Many fans have called for an AC game to take place during ancient India. Such a game could take place during either the Chandragupta's expansionist regime or during Ashoka's reign. A game featuring either of those two leaders could transport us back to the majestic era of the Maurya Empire, offering an open-world experience of the Indian subcontinent's landscapes and cultures. A game during Chandragupta's time could showcase our main assassin witnessing the rise of a young and ambitious leader, charting his path to conquer and unify the Indian subcontinent. Similar to AC Valhalla, this Assassin's Creed could become entangled in the political intrigues of the era, navigating through the royal courts, bustling markets, and ancient cities of India. Alternatively, we could see the playable character delve into the reign of Emperor Ashoka, a period marked by Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism and efforts to spread peace and harmony throughout the empire. This game could present the complexities of ruling a vast realm and the moral dilemmas faced by Ashoka as he strives to balance power and compassion. The main assassin could be tasked with uncovering plots against Ashoka's benevolent rule, participating in key moments of this time. It would be interesting to see the unique contemporary Mauryan architecture, richly detailed cities, accurate costumes, and authentic customs of ancient India. Moreover, the game could include side quests and activities that delve into the various philosophical and artistic pursuits prevalent during this era. Number 8. The Persian Empire. An Assassin's Creed game set in ancient Persia could be held in a multitude of different eras, including the height of the Achaemenid or Sassanian Empire. The game experience would provide players with a chance to engage in political intrigue and participate in epic battles while exploring ancient cities like Persepolis and Susa. Though a game set during the nearly 30-year reign of Cyrus the Great has great potential, we would, and assume the fans would as well, rather see the return of Darius, a character featured heavily in Assassin's Creed Odyssey's first DLC, Legacy of the First Blade. As someone who forged the first hidden blade and follows some of the assassin principles, Darius would make for an excellent protagonist. In the DLC, he's depicted assassinating Persian ruler Xerxes in a cutscene, so there's an entire opportunity for Ubisoft to build off of this storyline. Playing as Darius, fans can explore Persia, from its sprawling cities to unforgiving deserts and lush forests, providing ample opportunities for stealth, parkour, and exploration, catering to both fans of action-packed combat and those who prefer a more subtle and strategic approach. An AC game set in Persia would also be going back to the roots of the series itself in a way. Hardcore fans know that the ideas from the very first Assassin's Creed game were actually supposed to be implemented into the sequel to Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. but ended up morphing into a game of its own. Aside from this being an ode to its origins, this game would also be a check off the wish list of many fans of the series, especially those who enjoyed Odyssey. So, Ubisoft, can we please make this happen? Number 7. France, under Napoleon. France? Yes, we all saw France before in Unity, but a France under Napoleon Bonaparte would be a whole nother level. While Assassin's Creed Unity explored Paris during the French Revolution, a game set after these events during Napoleon's reign could allow AC fans to delve into a broader and more dynamic landscape. While Unity shows Paris's beauty, that's all it really shows. Other bustling French periods of cities like Lyon and Marseille could make for thrilling rooftop chases and an opportunity for players to partake in epic battles that mark Napoleon's rise and fall. The game's open-world countryside could showcase the diverse regions of France, from the picturesque vineyards of Bordeaux to the rugged mountains of the Alps and the sprawling chateau of the Loire Valley. As Napoleon's ambitious military campaigns extended across Europe, the main assassin could find themselves entangled in covert missions and conspiracies, attempting to maintain the delicate balance of power and uncover Templar plots within Napoleon's ranks. It would be cool to witness firsthand the clash of ideologies, from revolutionary ideals to the establishment of the new empire. It would also be cool in general to return to France after at least over 10 years since Unity's release, seeing it with better, updated graphics. Plus, who wouldn't want to immerse themselves in this era, with all the Napoleon hype currently building around Ridley Scott's upcoming movie Napoleon? Number 6. Suma. The Assassin's Creed series has given gamers a unique glimpse of the height of many civilizations that have risen and fallen throughout time. How about a game in which we can visit the first ever documented civilization, Suma? Being able to explore the world's first cities along the Tigris and Euphrates would be an absolutely humbling and exhilarating feeling at the same time. Cities the likes of Uruk, Lagash and Nippur. A story about the legendary half-historical, half-mythical leader Gilgamesh would make for an interesting plot, especially considering the fact that he would very likely be an Isu. Other than that, there really isn't much information out there in this time frame of Sumerian history to make this a historically accurate game. But fast forward a few hundred years, and I think we just might have something interesting. Sargon of Akkad, conqueror of the Sumerian city-states, would make for an absolutely captivating in-game character. A central narrative could intertwine with the rise of Sargon himself, offering fans a chance to aid him in influencing the course of Mesopotamian history through their actions. Nothing will be cooler than being able to climb ziggurats and explore ancient markets as you infiltrate rival city-states and uncover secret plots. Or maybe we just forget the entire Sargon plot, and your main objective could be to track down the one and only Ian Nasir for selling you bad copper at the beginning of the game. Number 5. Mali Empire. An Assassin's Creed game set during the reign of Mansa Musa of the Empire of Mali would offer a refreshing and historically rich experience in the heart of one of Western Africa's most prosperous and influential empires of all time. How unique would it be for AC fans to be sent back in time to the 14th century, when the Mali Empire was at the peak of its power and wealth, known for its vast reserves of gold, advanced trade networks, and vibrant cultural exchanges. Like with Sumerian society, we have yet to be immersed into a single high-budget video game, or even Hollywood production, that takes us back in time to view this largely forgotten empire. The game itself could be one that is much like the upcoming Assassin's Creed Mirage, encouraging players to skillfully navigate through close-quarter environments, such as the hectic markets of Timbuktu and the grand palaces of Niani. And like Assassin's Creed Origins, we could also have the opportunity to explore a beautiful desert landscape, such as that of the Sahel region. Fans could interact with prominent historical figures like Mansa Musa himself, as well as scholars, traders, and artisans. Moreover, the game could shed light on the empire's unique form of governance and its blend of Islamic and traditional African beliefs, offering AC fans and history fans alike a window into the complex and diverse tapestry of the Mali Empire society. Number 4. Gran Colombia, Republic of Colombia. What cooler setting would there be than a game in South America centered around the South American Revolution against Spain? Siding with Simon Bolivar, who led what are currently the countries of Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Panama, and Bolivia to independence from the Spanish Empire, the main assassin would be immersed in the tumultuous era of the early 19th century. experiencing one of the most significant struggles for independence in South America. Imagine operating in the shadows and navigating the complex political landscape of South America during this independence movement and encountering real historical figures such as Simon Bolivar, Antonio José Sucre, and José de San Martin, forging alliances, strategizing attacks, and taking part in key battles. The cities and landscapes of South America would serve as the very first Assassin's Creed title to take place in South America and would provide fresh open-world environments ripe for exploration. From the vibrant streets of Caracas to the lush jungles of the Amazon basin, you would be able to traverse the vast expanse of the continent, allowing for both stealthy urban gameplay and unpredictable rainforest encounters. Aside from the opportunity to experience beautiful scenery, it would also be fascinating to witness a storyline depicting Bolivar's transformation from a young idealistic leader to a seasoned revolutionary icon, and eventually to what some would even consider a ruthless dictator. Number 3. The Roman Empire. While there is an Assassin's Creed game set in Renaissance Italy, there is none set in contemporary Rome itself. In other words, during the time of the Roman Empire. A no-brainer would be to witness the insane antics of Nero or the depiction of Caligula's descent into madness. While both would be excellent antagonists to incorporate into a Rome-based AC game, it just wouldn't be fun. Both of these two emperors existed before the Colosseum, and I mean, come on, what fun would that be without being able to climb it? So yeah, this is gonna sound far-fetched, but how about a gladiator knockoff instead? Yes, how about a game where you start off being closely aligned to Marcus Aurelius and you have to kill Commodus in the end? Not that original, I guess. In reality, it would make the most sense to incorporate Nero or Commodus as a major protagonist, but there are a plethora of emperors to choose from throughout the existence of the Roman Empire. The possibilities are literally endless. Regardless of which reign is featured in a Roman Empire setting for an Assassin's Creed installment, this is something that the fans would really enjoy just due to being able to explore the streets of Rome itself and being able to immerse themselves during this absolutely iconic time period in history. With its grandeur, political intrigue, and military conquests, it would provide the perfect backdrop for a captivating and award-worthy gaming experience. Number 2. The Babylonian Empire. By far, one of the most incredible settings for an AC game would be Babylon, specifically during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar II. There's been countless fan artworks and fan fiction ideas depicting Babylon as a great location for an AC installment. Not only have we never seen any large-scale games take place in Babylon, but we've hardly seen any blockbuster movies take place in this ancient jewel of Mesopotamia. What better opportunity is there to depict Babylon than through an Assassin's Creed game set in this city? We considered placing Babylon's much older neighbor of Sumer in this number 2 spot, but decided this would be the better Mesopotamian civilization to explore due to its much more intricate architecture alone. Could you just fathom yourself walking through the streets of an urban megacenter that's thousands of years old, gazing upon several iconic landmarks that were present during the reign of Nebuchadnezzar? Those the likes of the Ishtar Gate, the Tower of Babel, and the Hanging Gardens? Or even just interacting with ancient Babylonian scientists and astronomers, ancient geniuses that were part of a civilization that set the foundation for scientific concepts and principles utilized in modern times. A game featuring Nebuchadnezzar II would not only give you the chance to interact with the legendary leader, but could also provide for a great storyline. The Babylonian king led several wars, including some against Egypt and Assyria, so there would be absolutely no shortage of plotlines whatsoever. Nebuchadnezzar is also heavily featured as a prominent figure in Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, as he's recorded for destroying the kingdom of Judah and its capital Jerusalem. That alone would make an excellent storyline for an Assassin's Creed game. Honorable mentions. Before we go to our number 1 pick, we have a few honorable mentions that we'd like to recognize. As intriguing as the height of the Mongol Empire would be in an AC game, it would be far from matching the usual gameplay of the series due to how much of the game would consist of horseback riding in the open terrain of the Mongolian steppe. The game would instantly lose the classic Assassin's Creed feel, which heavily relies on stealth and climbing buildings. The only possibility for this era and time being featured in an AC game would be if it was set in Mongolian-occupied China instead. The American frontier and the expansion westward, where gamers have to take on a bounty hunter-like character, could make for an interesting Assassin's Creed installment. The only issue with this, though, is that it would feel a little too much like Red Dead Redemption. But hey, if Ubisoft wants to take on Rockstar, then they would really have to one-up them on so many levels. Another setting we considered listing would be one that takes place in Mexico and sees the Aztec and Spanish clash. We decided to hold back on this thought, since the upcoming Ecumene Aztec not only takes place during this era, but also seems a little too much like an Assassin's Creed game, making it something Ubisoft may stay away from for the next few years at least. But anyways, the moment you've all been waiting for. Number 1. The Macedonian Empire. Without a doubt, one of the best possible Assassin's Creed installments that should most definitely be considered is one that would take place in Alexander the Great's Macedonian Empire. There's such a wide array of locations that fans could explore, such as Egypt, Babylon, Persia, Afghanistan, India, and Macedonia herself. All of these regions were under control by perhaps the greatest conqueror of all time, and it would be enthralling for fans to immerse themselves in such an incredible era. The lush landscapes of the Mediterranean, the deserts of the Middle East, and the rugged mountains of Central Asia would serve as absolutely stunning environments to explore and give Ubisoft a chance to create one of the best open-world games of all time. Gameplay could consist of you taking the mantle of a Macedonian assassin, having to go through each of these regions with Alexander as he conquers them, while you're responsible for taking out the leaders of these regions. Or alternatively, maybe just a few regions are emphasized, such as Mesopotamia, Persia, and present-day Afghanistan. Players would have the opportunity to interact with notable figures of the time, including Alexander the Great himself, as well as his legendary generals, advisors, and enemies. The narrative could revolve around the player's role in broader power struggles and political machinations that shaped the ancient world, all while unveiling a hidden cult pulling strings in an attempt to gain control and influence amidst the sheer chaos of conquest. Alternatively, a plot twist ending could involve your character being opposed to Alexander at the end of the game, which would involve you having to take him out. If executed properly, pun intended, a game like this could be an absolute masterpiece. Let us know in the comments which one of these eras you think would make for a great Assassin's Creed game. And if you didn't like any of them, tell us what historical era you would like to see in an Assassin's Creed game. If you enjoyed today's very special video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until then, we'll see you next time, only on Amateur Archaeology.